There we go. I want to take yeet. Block that. I want to grab the background, damn it. Are you shitting me?
Swappy, 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 Swappy. Jedes Swappy-iPhone wurde von diesen Typen genehmigt. Genauso wie unser 52-teiliger technischer Ablauf. Wir albern nicht drum.
Technical difficulties. One moment. Okay. I can't see chat right now. What is going on in the background? What? There we go. That was from Critical Role. Boop. Just working in the garden, so I'm a bit sweaty. Only? Can I hear myself now? Great. Voice meter banana crash because it probably came against the cable to this microphone. I was talking to myself a lot. Well, at least I still have 43 packs to go through. That really bugs me. No! Devoted Paladin. Beacon of Hope. When Devoted Paladin enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain Vigilance until the end of turn. Okay. That's half-orc Paladin. Mordekaine's Polymorph. Now, this has to be actually Mordekaine's true polymorph, because you can't polymorph anything into dragons with the normal polymorph. The normal polymorphs can only be beasts, so like dogs, horses, and stuff like that. So since it's becoming a dragon, it has to be true polymorph. Alright, until end of turn, the creature becomes a dragon with a base toughness 4/4 and gains flying. It loses all other creature types. Silver Raven, had this before when I beat it. Silver Raven enters the battlefield, scry 1. 1 mana, it's nice. Manticore, Tail Spikes. When Manticore enters the battlefield, destroy target creature and opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. Flash and flying, so you can just throw it out anytime if you have the mana for it. Oh, this is, I saw this one as a highlight. Power of Persuasion. Choose target creature and opponent controls, then roll d20. On a 1-9, return it to the owner's hand. On a 10-19, its owner puts it on top or bottom of the library. On a natural 20, gain control of it until the end of your next turn. That's cool. Remind Sorcerer. This is Psionic Sorcerer. Psionic spells. Whenever Mind Sorcerer enters the battlefield, choose target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard, then roll d20. You may put that card on top of your library or return that card to your hand. What's interesting is it's a shaman and not sorcerer type. So there are no sorcerer types in this game probably. And then Book of Exalted Deeds. This is the opposite of the Tome of Vile Darkness. So at the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, create a 3/3 white angel creature token with flying. For 3 mana and flip, exile the Book of Exalted Deeds, put an enlightened counter on target angel. It gains, you can't lose a game, and your opponent can't win the game, active only as a sorcerer. Interesting. That's really, rereading it, that's really strong. Secret Door. Artifact creature wall. Defender, venture into the dungeon, active only as a sorcery. So, we have these dungeons here. Oops. And there are 3 types of dungeons. You have the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which I have a book of here. You have the Lost Mines of Pandelver. I don't think I have that adventure. I never ran a game with that stuff. Tomb of Annihilation, do have that book. And those are 3 dungeons you can do. Then, what do we have here? Gloomstalker! It's interesting having a Gloomstalker with 2 picks as weapons. Gloomstalkers are probably one of the strongest rangers at all. If they're low light or darkness, they're invisible. That's... wow. If you're invisible and not stealth, creatures have disadvantage to attack you. So you roll 2d20s and you take the lower result. You have advantage to attack them. So you roll 2d20s and you get the higher result. As long as you've completed a dungeon, Gloomstalker has double strike. Okay. I don't know why Gloomstalker is white. Man, no, however. It should be black. Weird. Air Cult Elemental. Whirlwind. When Air Cult Elemental enters the battlefield, return up to one other target creature to its owner's hand. Thieves' Tools. Hopes that's not a mimic. When Thieves' Tools enters the battlefield, create a token, treasure token. Equipped creature can't block as long as its power is 3 or less. Enters the battlefield, create a creature. Equipped creature can't block as long as power is 3 or less. Okay. Unexpected Windfall. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards and create 2 treasure tokens. Cool. Ooh. Might chuck this one in my dwarf deck. Grim Wanderer. Goblin Warlock. So, this is a Hobgoblin Warlock. Tragic backstory. Cast this spell only if a creature died this turn. Yeah, it has to be a Hobgoblin. Oh, my finger hurts so much. Almost broke it today. Icing Death Frost Tyrant. Oh, I know this guy. So when Icing Death Frost Tyrant dies, create Icing Death Frost Tongue. A legendary white equipment artifact token with equipped creature gets +2/+0 whenever equipped creature attacks. Tap target creature defending player controls. Okay, and it's equipped with 2. So every time you attack, you can tap somebody. I'm not sure. Was it Icing Death that was in Rim of the Frostmaiden? Okay. Back. This is a D&D deck. I'm gonna learn about D&D. Got the beautiful special edition book right here. That's on the cover is Ariel the Frostmaiden. She's a bitch. Check here. Chapter 1. Having trouble finding it. And The Dark Duchess. 127. So, let me see. Nope, I was wrong. The dragon there is Arveturus. Arbiturus is this weird ancient dragon that actually made a deal with a wizard and got really fond of them. Well, he enslaved her or something like that, but she got really fond of him. And the mage would like sit on the back, throwing death down and everything, protecting the dragon. But he died at some point, and she still keeps his skeletal remains on her back, and speaks to the dead skeleton as if he's still alive. She's an old, ancient white dragon that has Carterac across the eyes. Almost completely blind. Dueling Rapier. Flash. When Dueling Rapier enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. Wait, what? Oh, so it's a free equip the first time, but equipping afterwards costs 4 mana. That's pretty good. Brazen Dwarf is a dwarf shaman, so a sorcerer. Whenever you roll 1 or more dice, Brazen Dwarf deals 1 damage to each opponent. That's really cool, since this deck's about rolling stuff. Also, he's a red dwarf, and I have a red dwarf deck, so I'll think about putting him in there. Secret Door, Venture to the Dungeon, activate only sorcery. We saw that one. Arcane Investigator. It's an elf wizard. Search the room. Roll d20. On a 1 to 9, draw a card. On a 10 to 20, look at top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Okay. There's a sexual unicorn. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on sexual unicorn. There's Arrow Mine again. There's Grim Wanderer again. There's a big gold card. Evolving Wilds. Sacrifice Evolving Wilds. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Okay. I mean, that's really neat. Like, you play it as a land and can instantly tap it, because it doesn't enter tapped. Don't quite know what that's supposed to be, however. I don't know where the Evolving Wilds are in D&D. Or if it's just a card with weird picture. Manticore again. Did that one. Mimic! Sacrifice Mimic. Add 1 mana of any color. Mimic becomes a shapeshifter artifact creature with base power and toughness 3/3 until end of turn. Cool. Mimics are classic creatures of D&D. Veteran Dungeoneer. Had this one when I was muted. When Veteran Dungeoneer enters the battlefield, venture to the dungeon. So, this here is the Yawning Portal. There was this dungeon of the Mad Mage, and everyone who went down it died. The first person to ever come back with his group was Devin? Oh god. Dervin or Devin? Fuck, I can't remember his name. So, and with all the riches he built himself, he bought the land around it, and built a giant-ass tavern on it. And now he makes money by pretty much giving out gear to people. If they want to use the bucket to go up and down, it costs like a gold to go up and down. And everybody wants to drink there and see who's stupid enough to go down in the dungeon, and the few people that come out. Now and then a creature comes out, but he's got a big two-handed sword. He's a high-level fighter, and he'll cut down creatures that come out. The Mad Mage dungeon is an ever-changing dungeon, so endless loot possibilities. The Mad Mage clones himself several times, and he constantly brings in creatures from nowhere, traps adventurers, driving them insane or making them monsters, rearranges the entire dungeon because he's having fun with it, or likes a different style for now. Oh, cool. These are another class card. Wizard class. You have no maximum hand size. Cool first level of a wizard. Then next level, when this class becomes level 2, draw 2 cards. Okay. Then level 3, whenever you can draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Okay, that sounds pretty good. I'm gonna I'm going to draw 2 cards. So that's really neat, but it takes you 5 mana to get to the state. When you get there, it's really cool. You have like decks where you can draw several cards. Wild Shape. That is a druid form that can turn into animals. Is that a dragon turtle? I'll just pretend that's a normal turtle. Wild Shape only lets you turn into normal creatures. Not monstrosities, which are unnormal creatures. Choose one. Until end of turn, target creature you control has the base power and toughness. What? Choose one. Until end of turn, target creature control has the base power and toughness, becomes that creature type, and gains that ability. Oh, choose one until end of turn. Target creature control has base power. Okay, I missed to choose one. The sentence didn't make sense for me. So you can do a 1/3 turtle with hexproof, a 1/5 spider with reach, and a 3/3 elephant with trample. That's cool. The Black Staff of Waterdeep. In the background, you see the current Black Staff. She took over the position after her lover, the Black Staff before her, died. She's the youngest Blackstaff wizard, wizard mage, whatever you called, to have ever risen, I think. You may choose not to untap the Blackstaff of Waterdeep during your untap step. Animate walking statue. 1/0. Another target non-token artifact you control becomes a 4/4 artifact creature for as long as the Blackstaff Water remains tapped. Active only sorcery. Okay. So, Waterdeep has a lot of big giant statues. And yeah, this is one of the defense mechanisms, actually bringing them to life to help fight. Waterdeep is one of the, in quotation, modern cities of D&D. Not very modern for how powerful magic can be. The Blackstaff is in a tower, and she's one of the guardians of this city. Okay. So, Perceptuous Drop. I had this before when I was muted. When Perceptuous Drop enters the battlefield, venture into the dungeon. An enchanted creature gets -2/-2. It gets, however, -5/-5 instead, as long as you've completed a dungeon. Dueling Raper we had. Find the Path. When Find the Path enters the battlefield, venture into the dungeon. Enchanted land has flip add 2. Okay. 2 green. There was Torture. I had that one. Cradle of Baldur's Gates. I have no clue who this is. Darn. Human Elf Rogue. Whenever Cradle of Baldur's Gate deals combat damage to a player, that player loses 1 life and mills a card. Then you gain 1 life and scry 1. Okay. Whenever you attack, you may pay 2 mana. If you do, target creature can't be blocked this turn. Huh. Why is there a tiny bit of something else? You find some prisoners. So we have a green Dragonborn. So a funny thing about Dragonborn, they're not really common to have odd scale colors, but it's way cooler. Actually, it's either a Dragonborn or it's a Lizardman who can be green. But I think that's a Dragonborn. I think it could also be half dragon. So, choose one. Break their chains. Destroy target artifact. Or, interrogate them. Exile the top 3 cards of target's opponent library. Choose one of them. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. Cool. I love those. I love those kinds of cards. And we have the Froggomoth. Frogmoth. These creatures are in the Tomb of Annihilation adventure. They're on the island Chult. Chult is the only place I know of that has dinosaurs running around. Frog Horror. Trample and Haste. When Froggomoth deals combat damage to a player, exile up to that many target cards from their graveyard. Does combat damage to a player, that many target cards from their graveyard. So I guess the damage value? Put a +1/+1 counter Frogmoth for each creature card exiled this way. You gain 1 life for each non-creature token. Gain 1 life for each non-creature card exiled this way. I'm guessing it means, yeah, the damage done is how many cards you can pull. So 4. God, imagine increasing this guy's damage and going up to like enlarge or something where it goes up to 11. And they lose 11 cards from the grave. Well, okay, it's from their graveyard, so it isn't as great as if it was milling, which I just thought about. Never mind. Brain farted, sorry. This doing here on the screen. No! There was a kobold! No! Kobold baby! I clicked the kobold scale baby away. Woo! Well, it's a tiefling, but it's a Merkelite. Blech. Merkel is the god of the state of going from living to death, but not death itself. It's really, really weak minor power, if he even is alive, because he's one of the dead 3. Skeletons, vampires, and zombies you control get +1/+1. Well, I know someone who's gonna like this. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, you may pay 1 mana. If you do, create 1/1 black skeleton creature. I know really someone who's going to like this card. In fact, I'm going to print that one. Priest of Ancient Lore. Okay. When Priest of Ancient Lore enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Okay. Steadfast Paladin. Dwarf Knight Lifelink. Enough said. Boots of Speed. Had this before. Equipped creature gains +1/+0 and has haste. Yep. UNT Fangblade. These are, this would be a True Blood. So these are snake people. Death Touch whenever UNT Fangblade deals damage, combat damage to a player, venture into dungeon. The Genie Windseer. There are 4 types of djinns, each one of the elements. I think the djinn is it's either the air one. It's either the air one or the water one. I think it's the water one in this. It looks watery, but it could also be air. When the Djinn Windseer enters the battlefield, roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, scry 1. On a 10 to 19, scry 2. On a natural 20, scry 3. Cool. This game, like, I hope rolling is better in this game for me than actually in D&D, because I don't believe in, like, curses or stuff like that, or weird supernatural powers, but I do believe on a Chaos theory that anything that can happen will happen, and therefore there will be somebody who just randomly rolls really good, mostly all the time, rolling d20s. But there are also people to be randomly like me who roll really, really bad all the time. Digital Orwis dice. People love it when I DM. Rally maneuver. I think the rally is a bit late. What the hell? Are these zombie kobolds? These look like zombie kobolds. Oh, that's horrible. No, don't zombify my little baby kobolds. Target creature gets +2/+0, gains first strike on the end of turn. Up to one other target creature gets +0/+2 and gains life until the end of turn. Okay. It's pretty cool. What's this one? Triumphant Adventurer! Yeah, gold weighs a lot, so, sure, he can carry that much. As long as it's your turn, Triumphant Adventurer has first strike whenever Triumphant Adventurer attacks, venture into the dungeon. Okay. Next. Check my camera quickly. Hold on. I moved around again. Good enough. Ranger's Hawk. No! When I click back into this menu, it throws away. Stambling Ghast. They do have it right on the Ghast. That's a flail snail in the background, a statue of it. Zombie. When Scrambling Ghast dies, choose one. Brave the Stench. Target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Or Search the Body. Create a treasure token. Cool. Bullet, bullet, bullet. Bullets are land sharks. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, put a +1/+1 encounter on bullet. Alright, talked about that one. Devourer of Intellect! These are pets of mind flayers. Little tentacle people. Target opponent discards a card if mana from a treasure was spent to cast a spell. Instead, that player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it, then that player discards that card. Okay. Target discards a card. If you pay the treasure, you get to pick it. So what Intellect Devourers do, they can phase inside of people's heads and become their brains. Pretty much. So controlling them. Chaos Channeler. That is a sorcerer. So probably a Chaos Sorcerer. Wild Magic Surge. Yep. The most weirdest class it could be. One of them, at least. When our Chaos Channeler attacks, roll a d20. Yay. 1 to 9. Exile top card of your library. You may play it this turn. 10 to 19. Exile top 2 cards of your library. You can play them this turn. Natural 20. Exile top 3 cards of your library. You may play them this turn. Okay. You see a pair of goblins. Those are the ugliest goblins I've seen, and they totally do not fit the 5e style. Yuck. Choose one. Charge them. Creatures you control gain +2/+0 until end of turn. Befriend them. Create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. Okay. There are quite a few goblin fans in D&D. I think they'll like how these look. The goblin token, however, comes closer to what they look like. That was okay. They're a bit yellowish goblins, and the nose fits on that one. Actually, this one's probably way better representative than these weird red ones. Oh, there we go. So, we've got Sylvan Shepherd. Okay. Oh, it's a Shepherd Druid. Okay. Whenever Sylvan Shepherd attacks, roll a 20. On 1 to 9, you gain a life. On a 10 to 19, you gain 2 life. On a 20, you gain 3. Okay, this is not equivalent to a Shepherd Druid. So what Shepherd Druids do is spawn a shit ton of enemies with better stats onto the battlefield, clogging everything up and driving the DM insane. It's like, oh, we have a problem. Throw grizzly bears at them. 4 of them. They also drop down totems that every time you heal more. So I don't find this a very great representative of the Shepherd Druid. It doesn't have bears. But that is however, true, that is a unicorn on the back, and the unicorn totem does heal. So yeah, part of the class is in there. But still, there are no bears being thrown through the air like Pokeballs. Out of Pokeballs and stuff. Sacred Herbalist. That's a lizard man. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Okay. Air called Amen, have that one. Dawnbringer Cleric. When Dawnbringer Cleric enters battlefield, choose one. Cure Wounds. You gain +2 life. Dispel Magic. Destroy target enchantment. Gentle Repose. Exile target card from the graveyard. Okay. I guess. Gentle Repose, it makes it that you can't... Oh wow, I'm blanking. It's either... I think Gentle Repose makes it that your body doesn't decay for a while. Wow. I'm blanking. There's also a spell that stops you from bleeding out. Man, my brain is not working. So what? Never mind. I clicked. It clicked. Spare the Dying. Literally, what it does is a spell name. Spare the Dying is what I'm thinking of. Yeah, a Gentle Repose is the one that keeps you from decaying. Like, keeps the body fresh, which can be creepy. Paradise Devil's Chosen. I think I know her. I think she shows up a lot in D&D kind of stuff. Dark One's Own Luck. I love the term Dark One's Own Luck. I use it as a tag in many games, like Undertag, because it's like the bad guys. They control the luck. I just like it. I always like edgy and dark characters. Not evil, but edgy and dark characters, like just from the style and everything like that, while they're good guys still. Whenever you roll 1 or more dice, Faraday's Devil's Chosen gains Flying and Menace until the end of turn. If any of those results was a 10 or higher, draw a card. Cool. Also Tiefling, yes. All the Tieflings. Burning Hands, that's a level 1 spell. Wait. Okay, that's a tree ant. I was just about to say, is that a fire elemental that she's burning? No, that's a tree ant being set on fire. Oh, that poor tree. Burning Hands deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that permanent is green, Burning Hands deals 6 damage instead. Okay. The powers cool, but I honestly would have made it like you do 2 damage to 2 creatures, or like 1 damage to 3 creatures, because Burning Hands, you want to group up people and like splash them with it. It's not really a single target spell. Circle of Dreams Druid. The Dreams Druids. Actually, don't really have an idea what the Dream Druids do. Never seen one played. I don't think it has this weird meditation, I think. That's all I remember from them. Add a green mana for each creature you control. Damn. Okay. Spiked Pit Trap. Sacrifice Spiked Pit Trap. Oh, it's also flash. Sacrifice Spiked Pit Trap. Choose a target creature that roll d20. Spiked Pit Trap deals 5 damage to the creature, or if you roll 10 to 20, it does 5 damage to that creature and you create a treasure token. So I guess because they fall down, die, and you get treasure, or you find treasure down there. Right, that one. Great Axe. It is a great axe if you can find the 5 mana to equip this. Arbora Pegasus. Okay. It's a fluffy horse. When Arbora Pegasus enters the battlefield, target creature gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. Neat. Brazen Dwarf. Whenever you roll 1 or more dice, Brazen Dwarf deals 1 damage to each opponent. Don't remember if I have units, but yeah, I do have my favorite deck is a red dwarf deck. So maybe if I have some dice to put in there. Not quite sure. You know what? Camera. Oh no, I did it again. Ray of Frost. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. When Ray of Frost enters battlefield, if enchanted creature is red, tap it. As long as enchanted creature is red, it loses all abilities. Enchanted creature does untap during its controller's untap step. Okay, so it's against red. Huh, interesting. And I gotta give me a moment. I have to see that. That was way too cool looking card. What? There's no wait. Cave? There's no cave. Oh wait, like this. Cave of the Frost Dragon. If you control 2 or more other lands, Cave of the Frost Dragon enter the battlefield tapped. Add 1 light or... Wait. Uh-oh. My stream recording device has had an error. Control 2 or more land caves of the Frost Dragon. The Frost Dragon enters the battlefield tab. So this is good if you get it early. Okay. Oh, what's going on with my Streamlabs? Hello? Okay. Let's check if it's still running properly. Test. Looks like it's working properly. Hope it's properly recording for the YouTube one. Packs. Charmed Sleep. The sleep spell. Well, this is useless. Because the sleep spell stops working if something takes damage. Falling to the floor and hitting the ground is damage. Enchanted creature. When Charmed Sleep enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't tap during the Cordo's untap step. Okay? But still, the picture's wrong. That's a wrong use of this spell. Damn it! D&D nerding! Fine Path, or had that one. Swarming goblins. See, those goblins don't look as terrible as that one picture. These look kind of normal. Wait, did they have hoof feet? No. They've got... Oh, weird. When Swarming Goblins enters the battlefield, roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, create 1 red goblin tokens. Okay. Oh, so it's 1 on a 1 to 9, it's 2 on a 10 to 19, and it's 3 on a 20. It's a lot, so it's always 1, 2, 3 on these cards. Oswald Findlebender. I have no clue who this is. I guess he's a airship pilot? I should know him. Magical Tinkering. Sacrifice an artifact. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrifice artifact's mana value. Put it onto battlefield. Then shuffle. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay. No, I missed one! Oh, God, I'm bad at this. Sorry, this is my first card unpacking ever. It's only digital. I probably will buy... I might buy Magic Gathering cards of this season because I love D&D. Valor's Singer. Valor bards are battle bards. Yeah, they're all about combat. They get 2 attacks, unlike other bards. Combat Inspiration. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, target creature you control gets +1 until the end of turn. Okay. Djinn Windseer. I had that. I already had this. Jaded Sellsword. Hello, Mr. Dragonborn. That's more the color that they're supposed to be. So, odd thing about Dragonborn and dragons. Dragons are warm-blooded. They're not cold-blooded. And Dragonborn are also warm-blooded. They're technically not even reptiles. I think they're mammals. And there's this always debate. I always hated when you saw a Dragonborn female with, like, boobs. And, like, lizard boobs don't make sense. It just bugs me. However, Dragonborn do breastfeed. It's not milk, but it's some other substance that the children need. So therefore, there's a function. They are mammals. They give a type of breastfeeding. Therefore, boobs are okay. They don't have tails, however. A lot of people don't like that they don't have tails. So essentially, most of their body are scales, but like their front chest part is like more like leather-y skin, like thick skin instead of actual scales. I didn't even read this. When Jaded Sellsword enters the battlefield, if mana from a treasure was spent to cast it, it gains first strike and haste until the end of the turn. That's pretty cool. Not a treasure of all. D&D is about loot. I also like that this guy's a dragon. So you can have like Dragonborn foot soldiers running around with dragons. I like that. Ray of Frost, that's the anti-red spell. Prosperous Innkeeper. Halfling Citizen. There's a citizen card type? Okay. When Prosperous Innkeeper enters a battlefield, create a treasure token. Where another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. And what do we have here? Aemon Death Dracolich. Now this is big. Zombie Dragon. Zombie Dragon? I'm sorry? No, it's a skeleton dragon. Oh my god. Whatever. I'll try not to think about it. Flying, Flash, Aemon Death Dracolich enters battlefield top. You may cast Aemon Death Dracolich from your graveyard if the creature not named Aemon Death Dracolich died this turn. That's Elixir. However, some Dracolichs can be zombies. Actually, let me get closer. So the wings are still fleshy, but the rest is a skeleton. I mean, that's the skeleton. So Dracoliches are the most powerful dragons. Unlike normal liches, they don't need phylacteries or anything like that for the soul to come back and reform. As long as there is a dragon skeleton somewhere, a Dracolich his soul flies away, enters this dragon skeleton, and he resurrects again. So, they're bitches to kill. Worse is if it's a Shadow Dracolich. So, infused with a Shadowfell. These guys are so powerful with, like, shadow magic, they create magical darkness for miles, which only, like, things that can penetrate actual magical darkness can see in. Light just gets snuffed out. You need a higher magic light spell to counteract, like, a spell like this kind of darkness. You can't do it against a Dracolich. However, there's one tiny bit. Only creatures not attuned or from the Shadowfell can't see through this. So if you are from the Shadowfell, like a Shader Kai or like you're attuned to it, you can see naturally. Go. Intellectuar again. Circle of the Moon Druid. Shapeshifter Druids. They can become the most powerful beasts. At some point, they can even turn into elementals. Bear form. As long as it's your turn, Circle of the Moon Druid is a bear with the base power toughness 4-2. Okay. Sounds correct. Oh god. This is the most unfortunate scenario ever. A creature getting hit by every single eye. I do have a problem on this picture, however. The center eye does not shoot eye rays. It's an anti-magic cone. Also, technically the eye lasers are magic, therefore a beholder can't shoot inside its own anti-magic cone. So this technically doesn't work. Yeah. Target creature gets -11 till the end of turn. Okay. Yeah, this picture's a bit, wrong. Valor Stinger. A Black Dragon! Flying, as a breast, when Black Dragon enters the battlefield, target creature and opponent controls gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Sounds legit. Bit weak on the 4/4, that's a bit odd, but hey. They got the acid breast. You meet at the tavern, got another Dragonborn. He's a bit greenish. There's a halfling on the table or a gnome. Form a party. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal any number of creature cards from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Start a brawl. Creatures you control get +2/+2 at the end of a turn. Cool. Volo! Volo travels the lands, creating tomes of creatures for everyone to know what creatures are. So here, the Volo's Guide to Monsters. This is the book he made. The problem is, Volo's not the most accurate person describing monsters out there. Yeah. So, cool that he's learning about monsters and, like, what they do and stuff like that, but could be a bit better. Whenever you cast a creature spell that doesn't share a creature type with a creature you control or a creature card in your graveyard, copy that spell. Oh. So you want to make a deck that has only one creature type of each in there. That's going to be hard. Volo's a wizard? Seriously? Oh wait, he probably is a bard. No, that doesn't make sense. Volo's a wizard? I never knew Volo's a wizard. Okay, you come to the Null Camp. Hyena people. Oh yeah, we see the hyena people background. Those are really good hyena people. Choose one. Intimidate them. Up to 2 target creatures can't block this turn. So, yeah, gnolls are bloody cowards. They try to act all tough and everything, but they are cowards. Fend them off. Target creature gets +3/+1. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Dwarf Hold Champion. Long as Dwarf Hold Champion is equipped, it gets +0/+2. Okay, so if you give it any kind of equipment, it comes a 3/3. Okay. How does that? What's this? You're ambushed on the road. Here's one. Make a retreat. Return target creature you control to its owner's hand. Stand and fight. Target creature gets +1/+3 until end of turn. And it's only 1 mana. Cloister Gargoyle? Didn't know Cloisters had artifact gargoyles? Okay. What we really gotta be worried for is that 4 arms, because those are nasty. When Cloister Gargoyle enters the battlefield, venture into the dungeon. As long as you've completed a dungeon, Cloister Gargoyle gets +3/+0 and has flying. Ooh. So it's like just statue normally, but if you complete a dungeon, it becomes stronger. That's cool. Quite cool. Hunter's Mark. The bread and butter of Rangers. Like most of the time, this is what they're going to cast. This spell costs 3 less to cast if target is a blue permanent you don't control. Okay. This spell can't be countered. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. This is cool. Sorry, I have a bit of a nail chewing, ripping tick. I don't have any controls right now, so even I try not to, but the urge is too strong. I think that's a Sahagin that they're fighting. These shark people. Well, shark-ish people. Dungeon Descent. Damn. When Dungeon Descent enters a battlefield, Dungeon Descent enters battlefield tapped. Add normal mana. Uncolored mana. For 4 mana and a tap, adds tap and untap legendary creature you control. Venture into the dungeon. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay. All year. Almost halfway through. Spiked Pit Trap. Earth Cult Elemental. Siege Monster. When Earth Cult Elemental enters the battlefield, roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, each player sacrifices a permanent. On a 10 to 19, each opponent sacrifices a permanent. And on now 20, each opponent sacrifices 2 permanents. Yay! Let's go on and check something quickly. Commercial there. Stream looking. Okay. And I forgot that I can't click back in properly again. Alright, gonna be like this. Bar the gates. That's really, I like that motion where it just swings and cuts through it. Probably dispel magic. Or it's a counterspell. Counter target creature or planeswalker spell. Venture into the dungeon. I would just call it counterspell. Chopping Grasp. Target creature gets -2, -0 until end of turn. Draw a card. So Chopping Grass was cantrip, and the cool thing about it, I think you get advantage on it if the people have armor on, like metal armor, and if it hits, they can't make a reaction. So you zap somebody and you run like a little bitch. Bruenor Battlehammer. Each creature you control gets +2/+0 for each equipment attached to it. Damn! You pay 0 rather than pay the equip cost of first equip ability you activate each turn. Okay, let's see what this is. Treasure chest. Oh, it didn't go away. Cool. Treasure chest. Sacrifice treasure chest. Roll a d20. Other one is trapped. You lose your life. It's gonna be me constantly. I'm gonna roll only ones. On a 2 to 9, create 5 treasure tokens? Damn, that's 5 mana for a 3 mana card. Oh, wait. You pay 3 mana, and you pay 4 mana. And maybe get 5 Okay. On a 10 to 19, you gain 3 life and draw 3 cards. On natural 20, search your library for a card. If it's an artifact card, you may put it into the battlefield. Otherwise, put the card in your hand, then shuffle. Okay. That's an odd one. That was a cute little halfling there. Or gnome. Gnome or halfling. +2 mace. Really boring to add a +2 mace. Equip creature is +2/+2. Equip 3. I guess I had to put a +1 weapon, plus weapon in there. Mimic again. Arcane Investigator. Ooh, it says Power Word Kill. This is a big Power Word Kill for 2 mana? Are you insane? Destroy target non-angel, non-demon, non-devil, non-dragon creature. Oh, sorry for that. Damn. Damn. The power. Red Dragon. Fire Breath. When Red Dragon enters battlefield, deal 4 damage to each opponent. That's pretty good. And this guy again. Okay. Dire Wolf. Oh, shit. Or whatever. I had to do something with the town again. I had to move the window. Because I have to see actually if my microphone's still working. Plundering Barbarian. Oh, this is cool. When Plundering Barbarian enters the battlefield, choose one. Smash the chest. Destroy target artifact. Pry to open. Create a treasure token. Ooh. The bullet. The rapier. Hired Hexblade. Okay. When Hired Hexblade enters the battlefield, if mana from the treasure is spent to cast it, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Got this little, like, Witcher vibe. Hexblade is probably the strongest Hexblade class. Except for maybe the new Dead Pact Hexblade. Barbarian class. I like the class cards. Gain the next level as a sorcery to add its ability. If you would roll 1 or more dice, instead roll that many dice plus 1 and ignore the lowest roll. Cool. So that's roll D3, D1. Roll 3D something, whatever dice it is, D1. And roll 20. Whenever you roll 1 or more dice, target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains menace until the end of the turn. And then creatures you control have haste. Damn. That's pretty cool. Temple of the Dragon Queen. Tiamat. A Temple of the Dragon Queen enters the battlefield. You may reveal a dragon card from your hand. Temple of the Dragon Queen enters the battlefield tapped unless you reveal a dragon card in this way or control a dragon. As Temple of the Dragon Queen enters the battlefield, choose a color. Add 1 mana of the chosen color. Cool. Eye of Vecna. Oh shit. When Eye of Vecna enters the battlefield, you draw a card and you lose 2 life. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 2 mana. If you do, you draw a card and lose 2 life. That's... Not really as interesting as hoped it would be. Maybe it works better with the hand. Rust Monster. Sorry for yelling like that. First strike. Sacrifice an artifact. Rust Monster gets plus... I was really hoping that would be like when Rust Monster deals damage to a creature with an equipped item, destroy that item. That would have been really cool. But I guess feed it and make it stronger. Horde Robber. Alright, remember Horde Robber deals common damage to player. Create a treasure token. Love tieflings and kobolds. Treasure chest. Go ahead that. Price of loyalty. Oh, the Flaming Fist Mercenary Band. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Until that untap that creature. If it gains haste until end of turn. If mana from treasure was spent to cast this spell, creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. So this is like something betrayal, that card. Yeah. Hobgoblin Captain. That's like a 3.5 Hobgoblin, 4E Goblin. They look a bit different from newer, the 5th edition. Pack Tactics. Remember Hobgoblin Captain attacks? If you attacked with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, Hog Captain gains first strike at the end of turn. Okay. Compel Duel. Was it miss this one? What if Santa's will you white? Power creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn and must be blocked this turn if able. Okay. Tiger Tribe Hunter. Human Barbarian. Pack Tactics. Whenever Tiger Tribe Hunter attacks, if you attacked with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, Tiger Tribe Hunter deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to target creature. Okay. The Blink Doggo. Teleport Doggo. Inferno of the Star Mounts. Not the red dragon I thought it would come up. There's a wizard dragon that's very known. There is a wizard dragon. And this wizard dragon actually holds wands in his little tiny talon hands. So he's like an airplane coming down at you, breathing fire and shooting spells out of his wands. It's amazing. Flying in haste. This spell can't be countered. Inferno of the Star Mounts gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. When its power becomes 20 this way, it deals 20 damage to any target. So if you have 14 mana, If you have 14 mana, you can win. Huh. I wonder if this way means all has to be from this source, or if you can have like a artifact on there doing some of it, and then boost it to 20 with using mana. Damn, that's really cool. I think I'm gonna add this guy to my dwarf deck. I have one dragon here. He might be my second dragon. Yeah. Yeah, I think this one's landing in my dwarf deck. Nothing new. Ooh, Baleful Beholder! Is this a zombie beholder? No. When Baleful Beholder enters the battlefield, choose one. Anti-magic cone. Each opponent sacrifice an enchantment. Fear Ray. Creature control gain menace until the end of turn. Cool. I like this. We already saw this one. Or I saw Priest of Merkel. The Tarask! This is the end boss of D&D. This is a creature that only shows up every few thousand years. It is a avatar of change. So cities and everything like that are stagnant. The Destroyer comes to change the world and bring something new. He is very magic resistant, which I find funny because there's a sorcerer casting spells at it right now. Most spells bounce back at the person casting the spell. The Tarask has haste and ward 10 as long as it was cast. Okay. Ward 10, so they have to pay 10 mana to cast a spell on this thing. Damn. Whenever the Tarask attacks, it fights target creature defending player controls. So you pick a creature to stomp. Ooh, okay, this guy is scary. I'm glad they made the Tarask scary, and the Tarask actually looks like a Tarask. I think this is Waterdeep that's stomping over. It should be, because Waterdeep was where Tarask came, and then he got beat by a giant statue robot. By Acquisition Incorporated, if that's canon or not. Blue Dragon. Casting Lightning. Lightning Breath. When Blue Dragon enters the battlefield, until your next turn, target creature opponent controls gets -3, -0. Up to one other target creature gets -2, and a third one -1. Cool. So you can't stack it. That's cool. Hunter's Mark, I had that. Sorn? Oh, cool. They're the ones they're these weird demon primordials that have giant mouths at the top. If you would create one or it's elemental, so primordial. No, well, whatever, it's an elemental. No, actually DD also. If you would create one or more treasure tokens, instead create those tokens plus an additional treasure token. Okay, I guess a treasure. I do not know much about these. Okay, who's this? You find the villain's lair. So this is just a story. Choose one. Foil their regime. Counter target spell. Okay. Or learn of their secrets. Draw 2 cards to discard 2 cards. Cool. Ooh, Deadly Dispute. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature. Draw 2 cards and create a treasure token. Okay. Inspiring Bard. So Bard is a type. Oh, a tiefling. When Inspiring Bard enters the battlefield, choose one. Bardic Inspiration. Target creature gains +2 until end of turn. Song of Rest. You gain 3 life. White Dragon. Oh, he's making little meatsicles. White Dragons are the stupidest, but like pretty good melee creatures. They're like very primitive dragons. They just like hunting. Cold Breast. When White Dragon enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't tap during its next controller's next untap step. Cool. And what's the last? Flumph. Actually, I've heard of a Flumph before. I've seen a Flumph before, but I can't remember what they are. Whenever Flumph is dealt damage, you and target opponent each draw a card. Okay. Potion of Healing. Yay. When Potion of Healing enters the battlefield, draw a card. Sacrifice Potion of Healing, you gain 3 life. Which is about what an actual normal Potion of Healing does. It's a really tiny heal. Goblin Javelineer. Goblin Warrior. Whenever a Goblin Javelineer becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to target blocking creature. That's kind of cool. So it can kill 2 life creature. Contact other plane. Ooh, that's cool. Roll 20. On a 1 to 9, draw 2 cards. On a 10 to 19, scry 2, then draw 2 cards. On a 20, scry 3, then draw 3 cards. Manticore. Woo. Hill Giant. Herd Gorger? Gorger. Herd Gorger. Duh. Yeah, Hill Giants are, Why is he a Canadian flag? I'll be right back. I need some water. Why does this hillbilly hill giant have Canadian flags on his shield? Well, then again, it's a shield for someone else, so he ate a Canadian. When Hill Giant Herd Gorger enters battlefield, you gain 3 life. 7/6. Targ Nar Demon Fang Knoll. Cool. Pack tags. Whenever Targ Narg Demon Fang Knoll attacks, if you attacked with a creature with total power 6 or greater this combat, attacking creatures get +1 until the end of turn. Cool. Double Targ Narg's power and toughness at the end of turn. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Werewolf Pack Leader. Did you just howl? Did it just go a woo? Am I going insane? Pack Tactics. Whenever a Werewolf Pack Leader attacks, if you attack with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, draw a card. Until end of turn, whenever Pack Leader has base power toughness 5/3, gain Trample, and isn't a human. Okay. Got the Great Axe again. Planar Ally. This one I skipped. Armory Veteran. Orc Warrior. As long as our veteran is equipped, it has Menace. Cool. That's some weird tusks on that, half-orc. Not an orc, it's a half-orc. It's like, he's got like troll tusks from Warcraft. Weird. Ally. Divine Smite. Yeah, that's a paladin, alright. Divine Smite 24/7 on paladins. That's what they do. Target creature planeswalker and opponent controls phase out. Right. Target creature planeswalker and opponent controls phases out. If that permanent is black, exile it instead. If it phases out, treat it and anything attached to it as though they don't exist until the controller's next turn. That isn't Divine Smite! That's Banishment! Banishing Strike. That 100% is Banishing Strike, not Divine Strike. Divine Smite. Which also paladins have. I guess. Yeah, if it's black, if it's black, it gets exiled instead, so you just one-shot it. This is weird. The Black Steph Waterdeep, I talked about her already. Herald of Hadar. That's one of the, that's actually a eldritch planet or moon. So a giant planet that's actually alive. This, like, weird thing. And that's what Hadar is. There are several, weird planets like this that give Warlocks power. Sub-Warlocks power. Circle of Death. Roll a d20. 1 to 9, each opponent loses 2 life. 10 to 19, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. On a 20, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Create 2 treasure hooks. Okay. I don't know. So there's... Oh, God damn it. I can't remember. Wow, this... Oh, there we go. Man, I'm blanking on the D&D spells. I like the spell even. There's a spell called Hunger of Hadar. And I think that would have made more. It creates a darkness area which like actually is slurping of like slurping sounds, and these, like, if anyone can see inside, they see these white tentacles like lashing around, dealing cold damage and necrotic. I think that would have been a better spell to call it. Dungeon Crawler. Dungeon Crawler enters the battlefield tapped. Whenever you complete a dungeon, you may return Dungeon Crawler from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Check for traps. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. Exile a card. If an instant card or a card with flash is exiled this way, they lose 1 life. Otherwise, you lose 1 life. Okay. Then we also have improved weaponry. Improvised weaponry deals 2 damage to any target. Create a treasure token. That right there is a Mind Flayer. And he has Intellect of our friend at the bottom. Pixie Guide. Grant an advantage. If you would roll 1 or more dice, instead roll that many dice plus 1 and ignore the lowest roll. So pixies are fey creatures and fey creatures are tricksy. Oh, the Vorpal Sword. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has Death Touch. Very strong card. And it gets stronger if you can spend the 8 mana. So when the creature equipped with a sword deals combat damage, that player loses the game. That would be really funny if you could get that card that pulls the creature to your head and attacks, so you could kill yourself with your own Vorpal Sword. But yeah, if you've got 8 black mana, you can end the game. And that's pretty good, Vorpal Sword. This is the only item in D&D I banned from all my campaigns, because on a natural 20, you cut off someone's head and they're dead. So I see it this way. If a player using a thing, oh yeah, Vorpal Sword is cool, then I go like, okay, so you're okay with me using this sword against your player characters? No way in hell are they okay with that. Yeah, I find it's way too easy to chop people's heads off with that Vorpal Sword in D&D. That's why I've banned it. I don't like it, it's dumb. You hear something on watch. Rouse the party. I didn't say arouse. Creatures you control gain +1/+1 after, or set off traps. This spell deals 5 damage to target attacking creature. Cool. One I had while muting before was this. Lurking Roper. A bug's made of this Roper so strong. It's like as strong as dragons. The Roper does untap during your tap step. Whenever you gain life, untap Lurker Roper. So yeah, it has a big detriment. That's why it's got bigger strength points, but in lore, doesn't really make sense why it's stronger. Oh, Ranger class! Hello. When Ranger class enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. You may look at the top card of your library anytime you may cast a creature. You may cast a creature spell from the top of your library. Cool. If they would really want to make my day, there would be a Mystic. Mystic was my favorite un-Ursa Karna class, a non-official class yet, and they scrapped it. It was a class, like a psionic class, where you can mix and match all these powers together, make like your character properly. It was really cool. I loved it so much. Westgate Regent. Why does it look like a vampire? Flying Ward. He's a vampire. Discard a card. Whenever Westgate Regent deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1 counters on it. Wow. So, wait. When it deals damage, so 4 damage, it gets 4 +1/+1 tokens? I'm starting to wonder if it's just once meant. Oh. Pale-Eyed Trickster. Aren't they all? Oh, there's, yeah, fairy dragons are also tricksters. Fairy dragons love doing pranks. They're little asses. No Murloc. Whenever you roll 1 or more dice, create a +1/+1 blue fairy dragon. Creature token was flying. Oh god, they're spreading. Those little asses. They're cute, but damn are they asses. Inferno of the Star Mounts, another one. Yay. Ooh, Clever Conjurer. Gnome Wizard. Mage Hand. Untap target permanent not named Clever Conjurer. Activate only as a sorcery. Huh? Wait a minute. Okay. Here's another lore thing. Mage Hand can only force a certain amount, like, of pressure. Like a light hand pulling. That is not a light object being pulled down. Like, you can pull stronger on an object than a mage hand can. So this is not really lore correct. 50 feet of rope. I had that before. Treasure vault. Oh, hello. Oh. If you find that much treasure in D&D, like, God. Add white mana. XX, sacrifice creature vaults, create X treasure tokens. Why is it XX? So... Oh, so is it like 11 mana? Or is it like 1 mana? I'm confused. Maybe it's just pay 2 mana of any... I'm confused about that. I'm really confused what that means. Or there were some people actually watching me and could explain to me that. Oh, Displace Breeze. Whenever Displace Breeze enters the battlefield, mention dungeon. Displacement. Return Displace Breeze to its owner's hand. Cool. Mordenkainen. This is a very known wizard. The author of Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. I hope you can see it. Can't really see what chat can see. The fake author, of course, yeah. Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound. So a lot of spells are named after Mordenkainen. Draw 2 cards, then put a card from your hand to the bottom of your library. Okay, so I'll do something quickly. Let's put this here. Okay, let's put the actual Streamlabs stuff in the background like this. So I want you first, and you there, and then that. Please don't go away. Oh, this. So, draw 2 cards, then put a card from your hand on the bottom of your library. Create a blue dog illusion creature token with this creature's power and toughness are equal to twice the number of cards in your hand. I think that's Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound. If Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound doesn't attack. Exchange your hand and library, then shuffle. You get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size. Exchange your hand and library, then shuffle. You gain the emblem and you have no... You get your deck in your hand? I go insane with that many cards in my hand. Holy cow. You cheating master of spells, you. Got some plate armor. Creature gets +3/+3. It has Ward 1. Cool. Equip 3. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each other equipment you control. Okay. Book of Vile Darkness. Here we go. At the beginning of your end step, if you lost 2 or more life this turn, create a +2/+2 black zombie creature token. Now I get it. This works well with the Eye of Vecna. Exile Book of Wild Darkness artifact you control named Exile the Book of Wild Darkness and artifacts you control named Eye of Vecna and Hand of Vecna. Create Vecna, a legendary 8/8 black zombie god creature token with indestructible and all triggered abilities of that exiled card. Oh god! It's Vecna! What the heck no? Zombie god Salich. Oof. Damn, that's nasty. I know someone who's gonna like that. Too bad it's not a skeleton, however. Because a friend of mine, he wants to make a skeleton deck. And I guess zombies don't really fit to that. But whatever. Grim Bounty. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's always the... So how are we going to transport the loot? Bag of Holding! Bag of Holding's like this big. If you rip the Bag of Holding, all the content inside gets sucked into the astral plane. So they're gone. The astral plane is like where the gods live. It's like this endless space with air all over the place where you use your mind to fly around, and they're like islands floating around, and like god domains are here and there. It's not the afterlife, it just has places of the afterlife in it. Clattering Skeletons. Clattering Skeleton dies. Venture into the dungeon. Minimus Containment. On each permanent is a treasure artifact with sacrifice this artifact. Add mana of any color and it loses all its abilities. Okay. Paladin Shield. Let's jump over this one. When Paladin Shield enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gains +0/+2. Is that Torm? Oh god, what are the three paladins? What are the three gods? They have all three. They all have like gauntlets. Tyr, Torm. Damn it! Wow, my D&D brain is like blanking so hard. UNT Melisson. Snake Rogue. Cool. UNT Melisson can't be blocked as long as it's attacking alone. Whenever UNT Melisson deals combat damage to a player, venture in the dungeon. Wow, that's pretty cool. So that's really cool. I was hoping to find a certain skeleton card in here that a friend really wants. Just to well, slightly go. Oh, it's a flump. Boo. Oh, we have a Drider. Reach. When a Drider deals combat damage to a player, create a 2/1 Black Spire creature token with Menace and Reach. Well, that's cool. That's really cool. Meteor Swarm! Hey! 9th level spell there. Meteor Swarm does 8 damage divided as you choose among X targets. X target creatures or planeswalkers. So you just pay 4 mana and does 8 damage to someone. I mean, why would you... I guess you, like, do 4/4 damage? Might be misunderstanding still. Ooh. You see the guard approach. Well, you didn't do anything, of course. Distract the guard. Tap target creature. Hide. Target creature control gains hexproof until end of turn. Cool. What is this? Dragon's Fire. What's missing before? Oh, this poor person. As additional cost to cast this spell, you may reveal a dragon card from your hand or choose a dragon you control. Dragon Fire deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If you reveal a dragon card or choose a dragon as you cast a spell, Dragon Fire deals damage equal to the power of that card or creature instead. Ooh. Something new. Gretchen Twitchwillow. Halfling Druid. Draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Okay. Clicking what anything about that. Oh, there's Wallow again. Almost through it. Okay. Oh, we got something new. Scion of Staiga. Color Cold. When Scion of Staiga enters the battlefield, choose target creature and opponent controls, then roll 3. Cone of Cold hits so many creatures. It's the I could attack everything in front of me spell. Tap that target creature on 10-20. Tap that target creature doesn't tap during the quarter section. Oh, come on! This thing should hit multiple targets. That makes more sense. Like, Seriously, this would have been more fitting if it was called Hold Monster. There's black stuff again. Nothing. Dinosaur! Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Guild Kingpin. I really wanted this card to come. Again, if your upkeep, choose target opponent. Until the end of turn, that player can't cast spells. You may look at the top card of their library anytime. You may pay the top card of play the top card for library, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast spells. What? At the beginning of your upkeep, choose target opponent. Until end of that turn, that player can't cast spells. Ha! Oh, cool. You're OP? Oh, wow. Oh, God. I love, like, the mirror. I really like blue-black decks. Oh. Hello, Thanazar, my new champion. Holy cow. Delina Wild Mage. Legendary creature Elf Shaman. Okay. I don't know who she is. She's on the package covers. Oh, God. Who is she? I should know this probably. 1 to 14. Create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of that creature. Create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary and it has exile this creature end of combat. Okay. So... Okay. Create one of those tokens. You may roll again. Cool. Keen-eared sentry. I skipped this one accidentally. You have hexproof. Each opponent can venture into the dungeon more than once each turn. So, you, the player, has hexproof. That's nice. My last one. Please be something in here. Come on, come on, come on. Give me something. Orb of Dragonkind. Okay, I'll take it. This is an orb that makes you control dragons. Add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast dragon spells or activate abilities of dragons. Sacrifice Orb of Dragonkind. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may reveal a dragon card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in random order. That is absolutely useless for me. I do have 2... I want 2 dragons in my dwarf deck, but I need them to be summoned. Like, the whole idea for me is I don't want to pay mana for these high-costing dragons. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look. Where's my dwarfs? Where are my dwarfs? My dwarf. There. So, first off, I want to add something. I'm going to get rid of one of the bearded axes. And I'm going to put in that dragon. Dragon. No, it's not him. That uber red guy. Oh, I see. There we go. Dragon. There we go. Inferno of the Star Mounts. Boom. Miles Dragon, Siege Dragon. I hate when this guy shows up in my hand. I hate it so much. He's supposed to be summoned through this character. Where is she? There we go. This character is supposed to summon the dragon. So if I have 5 treasure, I can summon a artifact or a dragon card to the battlefield and then shovel. That's what she's there for. Because this guy is a siege dragon. He does 2 damage to all the creatures that aren't flying. I have cards that will double his damage. Namely, well, I have this cool dude, Torben, favorite fell. So all red source damage gets +2. This damage is hidden. It won't show you that they have +2 damage. The players actually have to know what this card does, or they'll get a nasty surprise. Also, hello, Cobalt. Minion of the Mighty. Oh, baby. Cobalt, scalar baby. Pack Tactics. When a minion of the Mighty attacks, if you attack with creatures of total power 6 or greater this combat, you may put a dragon creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Holy shit. Damn. Wow, just ignore the mana cost of things. Oh. Wow, okay. So I'm going to go quickly over it and see if I have something I didn't see. Moonblessed Cleric. When Blitz card enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an enchantment card, reveal it, then shuffle and put the card on top. I think I saw these. Then we've got Ice, Think Death, Door, Raven, Talisman, Wizard, Arcane Investigator, River, Bar the Gate, Aberrant Mind. Looked at all these. Desert Doom, Miracle, Sudden Insight. I missed this one. Draw a card for each different mana value among non-link cards in your graveyard. Interesting. Ring, Warlock class. I had this when I was muted, so I like this one. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. When this class becomes level 2, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put them into your hand, and reset the rest in your graveyard. Then, at the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses a life equal to the life they lost this turn. So it doubles the damage. That is beautiful. Let me see. Oh, missed this one. That's a zombie. Sacrifice of the creature. Floater Ghoul gains +2/+2 until end of turn. Active only each turn. So yeah, this is a ghoul. They stink. But they're intelligent zombies. Fanblade. Oh, Den of Bugbears. So, if you control 2 or more other lands... Oh, I'm off the screen, sorry. Den of the Bugbear enters the battlefield tapped. So this, you want this really early. Add 1 red. Until the end of turn, Den of Bugbear becomes a 3/2 red goblin creature. Which, whenever this creature attacks, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token as tapped. Well, bugbears are goblinoids, I think. But bugbears be big hulking boys, they not tiny little goblin. Oh, Hoarding Ogre. Never Hoarding Ogre attacks, roll d20. 1 to 9, create a treasure token, create 3 treasure tokens. I think I had this for her. Good. These I've seen all. Hunter's Mark, Frogalos, Long Rest, Triumphant Adventure, Double Arcade, Spike Picture, Iron Golem, Dragon, your ambush. Divine Smite and all that stuff. Yep. Gargoyles. Yep. Oh yeah, Dragon Turtle, I mentioned before. These are way too big, these Dragon Turtles. Dragon Turtles get like ship sized. Not able to swallow ship size. Yeah. Whatever. Looks epic, doesn't it? All those done. Oops, went through 2. The thing bugged me. I hope I was unmuted when I talked about this, but I'm not gonna repeat that. Alright, Lilith the Spider Queen I got. Whenever a creature you control dies, put a loyalty counter on Lilith, Spider Queen. It doesn't say non-token. So tokens count. You draw a card, you lose 1 life. Create 2/1 black spider creature tokens with menace and reach. Then for the 8, you gain an emblem with whenever an opponent is dealt combat damage by 1 or more creatures you control. If that player lost less than 8 life this turn, they lose equal. The player lost less than 8 life in this turn. They lose life equal to the difference. So you will always lose 8 life in that turn. That's what it means. Westgate region. Not these. This is a badass. She Zara Artshuga Varinus. I think I was muted for her. She's one of the main characters of Descent. Descent in an Avernus, I think it's called. Baldur's Gate Descent in Avernus. I wonder if Lulu's in here. Lulu was her War Hollyphant. So I didn't get the Hand of Vecna. Okay. Now I want to see, what did I all miss? I'll quickly scroll through. A shit ton of cards. Okay. What's still out there? Cleric class? I'm not going to go too much over these. That's just everyone can look at. Cool. Monk of the Open Hand. Means you can push people. Flare of Blows. Whenever you cast your second spell, each turn put a ++1 counter on Monk of the Open Hand. Paladin class. Where is there Smite in there? May attack until the end of turn. Target attacking creature gets +1 for each other attacking creature. And gains double strike. Woo! Dancing Sword. Excuse me. Dragon Disciple. Okay. Ingenious Smith. Loyal Warhound? Aww. It's something that sucks in D&D. The stats of the Warhounds, well, the hounds suck. So the idea of having a gnome or halfling riding on a war dog in armor sounds so cool. But they have horrible stats compared to a warhorse that you can pick instead. So it doesn't make sense. I find the spell needs an update. There should be choose the form of your mount. It has these stats no matter what form it has. Only the size changes. That would be a way better Find Steed and stuff like that. It's from the Find Steed spell. Right in your face. Phase enters battlefield. Any number of target creatures you control phase out. The Selfless Paladin. Oh, Portable Hole. That's a very great, accurate use and look of a Portable Hole. Oh, what is this? Grand Master of Flowers. I have no... Wait a minute. Is that the old man with the canary... That's the old man with canary birds. Okay. Never mind. This is the god Bahamut. As you see, Bahamut. This, he normally goes for an old man, so it's kind of weird that he's that young looking. All those canary birds, those are actually gold dragons polymorphed. And if someone fucks with him on a plane, they turn into the gold dragon forms like, hello. As long as Grandmaster Flowers has 7 or more loyalty counters on him, he's a 7-cent dragon god creature with flying and indestructible. Yeah, he is. Target creature with first strike, double strike, or vigilance can't attack or block until your next turn. Cool. Search your library and or graveyard for a card named Monk of the Open Hand. Reveal it and put it into your hand if you search your library. What? I don't understand that reference, why that makes sense. Why? What? Eh? What? I don't get it. Half-Elf Monk. Stunning Strike. DMs hate the word Stunning Strike. Reputation Circle? Cool. All of Storm Giants. Well, that sucks where it landed. Oh wait, Storm Giants I think can swim. I think. No, I don't know about that. Storm Giants live on mountains, not underwater. Weird. Fly. Guild Thief, nice. Grazilax, Illithid Scolder. Also called Mind Flayers. When a creature you control becomes blocked, you may return it to the owner's hand. When one or more creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. That's cool. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Oh, Tasha. You know what? I don't have Tasha's book here. I have it online, however, from D&D Beyond. Actually, pretty good app, if you've got the money to spare. Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until that player has exiled cards with total mana value of 20 or more. Mind Flayer. Why that Mind Flayer for skull? Weird skull. That's weird. Dominate Monster. When a Mind Flayer enters the battlefield, gain control of the target creature for as long as you control Mind Flayer. Oh no! I'm gonna use that in the blue-black deck. Oh, that's evil. And also this one. But Damilich. Okay. Why isn't it just like play a card from your graveyard and exile it? I'll get the copy it. You may cast Damilich from your graveyard by exiling your instant and or sorcery cards from your graveyard, in addition to paying its other costs. Yeah. Damilich, just to come back. Oh, Rimshield Frost Giant. Damn. Now these are strong strings. Ish. Split the party? No, you do not split the party. True poly. Oh my god, there's a true polymorph. The other polymorph is so wrong. Oh, I am so disappointed in seeing this name. Where's the spellbook? Oh, cool. That's really cool if you get a natural 20. Pretty cool. Eye of the Eye Tyrant. Forsworn Paladin. So you mean an Oathbreaker Paladin? Or is it just a Blackguard Paladin? There's no Forsworn. Well, maybe Forsworn means Oathbreaker. I'm not sure. Pay 1 life. Create a treasure token. Cool. Target creature gets +2/+0 until end of your turn. If a mana was treasure, was spent to activate this ability, the creature also gains death shot until the turn. Oh, that's kind of cool. Damn, they're weak. Ray of Enfeeblement. It makes your strength go down, or disadvantage on strength scores. Target creature gains -4/-1 until the end of turn. If target creature is white, it gains -4/-4 until the end of turn instead. Interesting. Reaper's Talisman. Ooh. I know someone who's going to like that. Whenever equipped creature attacks, it gains death touch on the end of turn. Whenever equipped creature attacks alone, defending player loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. Cool. Face reveal. Okay. Face reversal. So, resurrection. Lightfoot Rogue. Damn. Little badass. Remember Lightfoot attacks roll d20. That's a lot of rolling. Cool. White. White enters the battlefield tapped. Life drain. Whenever a creature dealt damage by white, this turn dies. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Excellent card. There are a lot of zombie tokens, not many skeletons. Azarek the Archlich. Oh, he's also got... No, this is Azarek, dumbass. Not Vecna. Archlich enters battlefield. If it completed Tome of Annihilation, turn Azarek the Archlich's owner's hand and enter into the dungeon. Oh, if you haven't. So attacks for each opponent you... When Azarek attacks, for each opponent, you create a +2/+2 zombie creature token, unless a player sacrifices a creature. Man, I hope they have 2v2 at some point. Demogorgon's Clutch. Target opponent discards 2 cards, mills 2 cards, and loses 2 life? For 3 mana? Ow! Skullport Merchant. Skullport is where Xanathar is. Treasure token, 7 treasure token, draw a card. Not a scoop. Oh, that's a classic card. Asmodeus, the Archfiend. You would draw a card, exile a top card of your library face down instead. Draw 7 cards. If you would draw a card, exile top card of your library face instead. Draw 7 cards. So you exile all those cards. And for 1 mana, turn all exiled with Asmodeus the Archfiend into owner's hand, and you lose that much life. I don't know about that card. Flaming Skull, Fireball Dispenser. Flaming Skull dies, excellent. I haven't seen Fireball dispel yet. Has to be a Fireball spell. And there, that's a bugbear right there. Not a tiny little goblin. Magic Missile. Oh, Witch Spell's pretty strong. You may play a card you own from outside the game this turn. Salto Fire Giant Duke. Cool. Lair of the Hydra. Okay. Surrounded to bards. Oh, there's a druid class. Okay. Gnoll hunter? What are those gnolls? Aren't they stupid? I was about to say cute. No, they're not cute. Gnolls are evil. I did play a gnoll once. Plummets. Damn. Underdark Basilisk. Yikes. Laws of the Hunt. Ranger. Who? Who are you? I have no clue where you are. Old Gnawbone. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create that many treasure tokens. Okay. Purple Worm. That's about the size of Purple Worm. Eyes are accurate or they're slightly smaller. This spell costs 2 less to cast if creature died this turn. Oh, cool. Ochre Jelly. Monk class. Oh, this is really easy to read. Seeker. Borrowing of Clan Udur. Rogue class, yeah. Ooh. Oh, that's really cool. I like black and blue. Oh, I have to reread this. A creature you control deals combat damage to a player. Exile top card player's library face down. You may look at that for as long as it remains exiled. Creatures you control have menace, and then you may play cards exiled with rogue class, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cost spell. Oh, I like you. One of my favorite cards. Fuck, I can't remember its name. It's a blue-black creature that when you attack with it and it hits the player, you draw 3 cards from the deck, choose 1 to put on pretty much on a side that you can use mana cast this, and exile the other 2 or send them to graveyard, something like that. Sorcerer class. Gain next level as a sorcerer. Mm-hmm. Okay. Orcus, Prince of Undeath. Prince of Undeath. Into the alpha, choose 1. Each other creature gains -/ until end of turn. You lose X life. Turn up to X target creature cards with total mana of X or less from your graveyard to battlefield. They gain haste on 10 of the turn. They should also be undead. It's the Undead Prince. They should count as like zombie or skeleton. Oh, this is the one. This is card a friend of mine really wants to use. Skeletons Swarming. Each skeleton you control has trample, attacks each combat if able, and gets X plus X plus 0, where X is the number of other skeletons you control. Think about that. At the beginning of your end step, create a tapped 1/1 black skeleton creature token. If a creature died this turn, create 2 of those tokens instead. So it doesn't say non-creature token. So if one of these skeletons dies, you get 2 skeletons. Damn. Oh, who is this? Sheshra Death Whispers. Find another person I should know the name of. Human Elf Warlock. So it's a half-elf. When Sheshra Death's Whisper enters the battlefield, target creature blocks this turn if able. Whisper is a grave. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. Okay. I like that the half-elves gain the human and elf benefits. That's really cool that they count as most of those cards. Bard class. Fighter class. Dreadstone Urden. Oh, hello. This is our independence by a create Navir, a legendary 4/1 green cat creature took with trample. Where a creature dies, if the power is greater than its power, put a number of counters on traits equal to the difference. Holy fuck! Hey, it's Minsk! Beloved Ranger. Go for the eyes, boo. Yeah, that's what he always says. Go for the eyes, boo. I don't understand how this ranger's animal companion, the hamster Minsk, has lived so long. It's a hamster. When Minsk's beloved ranger enters the battlefield, create Boo, the legendary 1/1 red hamster creature token with trample and haste. Until the end of turn, target creature controller has base power toughness XX and becomes a giant in addition to its other types. Activate only a sorcery. I wonder if he actually has that power and does make a giant hamster to fight. I do not know too much about Minsk. I did not read the books. Oh, there's Tiamat. Tiamat. Yeah. Bag of Holding. Okay, excuse me, but this situation would never happen, for you reach into a bag of holding and think of an item inside, and that item comes out. Not all the items inside, sir. That only happens if you turn the bag of holding inside out. Oh, look at me, nerd. Okay. Draw a card, then discard a card. Sacrifice bag of holding. Return all excellent cards with bag of holding to their owner's hands. Okay. Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. Sure. Spare dagger? Throwing knife. Interesting about dagger. Daggers have blades on both sides. Knives have blades on one side. At least I think that's correct. Interesting. Dungeon map. Entering the dungeon. Activate also. I should really check what the dungeons do now. Yawning portal, you gain 1 life, first step. Next, you scry 1. Then you choose either Goblin Bazaar, create a treasure token, or Twisted Caverns, target creature can't attack until your next turn. Then you scry 2. Then you choose either Runestone Caverns, exile a top 2 cards of your library, you may play them, or Mural's Graveyard. Create 2 1/1 black skeleton creature tokens. I got hiccups though. Then Deep Mind Scry 3. Mad Wizard's Lair. Draw 3 cards and reveal them. You must cast one of them without. You may cast one of them without paying the mana cost. Cool. No. I'm trying to. Telling me to right click to see the other stuff. Damn it. Oh no, that's for right. Damn it. Okay, whatever. The Hand of Vecna. Here we go. What does this do? At the beginning of your combat, on your turn, equipped creature or creature you control named Vecna they make it, I guess, XX until the end of turn, where X is number of cards in your hand. Pay 1 life for each card in your hand. Ow! Well, these are dangerous cards. Jeez. Oh, deck of many thing. Talk about dangerous cards. See what I did there? Roll a d20. Subtract the number of cards in your hand. If the result is 0 or less, discard your hand. Okay. 1 to 9. Return a card from random. At random from your graveyard to your hand. Wow. What? 10 to 19. Draw 2 cards. 20. Put a creature card from any graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. When that creature dies, wait, what? Put a creature card from any graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. When that creature dies, its owner loses the game. Dangerous cards. Holy shit. Oh my. Wait, are we done? Are we through? Those are all the cards I didn't have. So that's something I want to check. Scale. Okay, one of my online friends going to be a bit disappointed about this. I'm going to quickly send him this. Later, actually. Okay. Kobold. There's something that bugs me. There's only one Kobold. Come on, I want a Kobold deck. The Kobold's awesome, but still. What else? Tiefling. There are a couple of Tieflings in here, which I'm happy. No white Tieflings. Like white mana. Or green mana Tieflings. But yeah, I'm happy that there are Tieflings in the game. So pretty much red is what I want to look at later. Nope, not that one. Could also maybe throw in Red Dragon into my deck, but I want to keep it as dwarfy as possible. I do have some goblin summons in there. But yeah, that's my unboxing, nerding about D&D, and looking at the cards afterwards. I hope you enjoyed, even so I'm randomly chewing my nails in between and other weird stuff. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Goodbye. Bye. Kobolds rule. Tieflings also.